Providence homeless will have to tough it out in tents for a few more months or surrender to shelters they don't like because that shed village is an opening for a while more.
Yeah, we're talking about this. We're talking about these small pallet houses. Key players in getting the shelters up and running appear before a special commission today. NBC 10's Gabrielle Caracciolo is live at the State House where frustrations were aired. Gabrielle?
These pallet shelters were billed as rapidly deployable, but that's obviously not been the case. This special commission today pushed for answers about what went wrong and how they can do better going forward.
But here we are today, ahead of the end of the calendar year, and we have a massive need on the streets.
Frustrations at the Rhode Island State House as these pallet houses meant for the homeless sit unoccupied in freezing temperatures. Laura Jaworski with House of Hope has been pushing to open the temporary shelters for years.
The entire system is so dysfunctional.
They were meant to be the first of their kind in New England, but other states like Vermont have since opened their own versions.
Is anybody slower than we are?
Not that I'm aware of.
Once a site was selected and funding approved, they were originally scheduled to open in March. Red tape and the fire and building codes pushed that goal back to December. Now that won't happen either.
But the approval was given in April. Why isn't it open? What are the problems? What caused this delay? Because the idea of I can't give you an answer, frankly, if I think people who are watching this, that's sort of really not an acceptable answer. What's the problem? Why isn't it open?
The remaining work includes completing electrification and the implementation of life safety and building code requirements for this project, including the delivery and installation of fire suppression systems.
Those fire suppressions are needed because the pallet shelters don't directly fit into the state's fire code. It was decided in April they'd have to comply with the hotel dorm code, despite the fact the shelters are individual structures.
I think any kind of common sense person would look at this and say, this is not a dormitory hotel.
We all want to see Echo Village successful, right? But we also want to make sure it's safe.
This is a complex issue. It's going to be complex drafting. You're not going to draft and change your fire safety code quickly.
But if in the name of life safety we're actually endangering life safety, that's not acceptable.
Now, they did talk about what could be done to draft new fire code, but that's a lengthy legislative process. Up next for these pallet shelters, we're told fire suppression systems will be installed in the coming weeks, and then they can go through their final inspections before finally opening. In Providence, Gabrielle Caracciolo, NBC 10 News.